Hey everyone, welcome to the BIF Ministries YouTube channel, a place where I just enjoy making videos to hopefully encourage and inspire other people as I enjoy being creative with God's word in different ways, through Bible journaling, through creating paper cut designs, through creating different gifts and things like that, and hopefully you just get lots of ideas and lots of encouragement and stuff like that. So I am making a how-to video today. I always say please bear with me because I am not the best at making these videos. I only use my little iPhone in my little corner that I have, and I will do my best to show you what I'm going to do and explain what I'm going to do, but often I forget what I'm saying and I will go so please bear with me. Plus I haven't made a video for quite some time, you might have noticed, so I might be a bit rusty as well in that sense. So what am I going to do tonight? I am going to show you how you can very easily use lots of your odd bits of crossed off laying around to make a beautiful card like this one. So let me so just show you that it obviously is a card. So I'm just going to show you how you can make something like this with your scrap bits laying around. I enjoyed making this afternoon because I'm going to send it as a Happy Mail card with a nice happy encouraging note in it. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you how you can make one of these yourself. So let's get to it. So to make one of these you will need obviously a card. You can buy card sets. I buy my card sets wherever I see them quite cheaply really. This one is a bit of a nicer version that I brought from, I think I got these ones here from Wilko's. For those who you are from England will know Wilko's, but you can buy these off Amazon. You can go to your local craft stores and things like that and buy them as well. So like here in the UK you can go to the Range, you can go to Hobbycraft and things like that, and I'm sure in the US it's Michael's and Hobby Lobby and things like that for you, where you can buy these from, or Amazon is brilliant too, or eBay. eBay is good. I get some from eBay as well. I always shop around and see what price I can get them the best for. So if I can save a few pennies here or there, I will do. So obviously you need a card and it comes with an envelope. So I'm using a square card. So, but you could maybe use a, you know, like a rectangle card or something like that. You don't necessarily have to use a square one, but I'm choosing to use a square card. And you will need some scrap bits of paper. So I've got some, for this card I'm going to show you that I'm using some different blues. But you know, if you're anything like me, you will have lots of scrap bits of paper laying around. I have a box full, so just to have a hunt through what you've got. So here you can see this is like loads of scrap I've got. You know, you choose some different colour ranges that you would like to work with. So how many colours have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ranges of blues there. So find, you know, 5 different ranges that you think would fit together nicely to enjoy. So, you know, like here I have got some purple ranges, a bit of glittery there. So, and then I've got some, like here I've got some greeny teal ranges. So have a dig through your scrap paper, your scrap card and things like that. But you can also again go to your local craft stores and things like that, and you can buy, let me just grab one, you can buy like scrapbook thingies like this, so, or card books. So obviously in this card book is lots of different backing papers and things like that. You know, you might be able to find some stuff like that in your craft store to use. So let's get on with making the card. So I'm going to take my scrap card. I'm going to have to think about the process a bit as I do it, and let's bring the other card back into sight so we can kind of see. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to cut a square backing for the back and another square backing to go on top of it. So let's choose. Now I think I was going to use that one for my circles and this one for my circles, I believe, and these were going to be my backings. Right, so what I do is, if you've watched my videos before, you might have picked up this tip before, but to save me from having to do a lot of measuring out, so to save me from having to get my ruler and pencil and mark up all the different size squares and circles I need and stuff, what I tend to do is I tend to do it once, and I will then create a template for it. So this will always be my 12 by 12 centimeter template, and then obviously I've got my other template that will go on top, just simply so I don't have to do lots of measuring out all the time. I keep a big plastic wallet full of templates that I've created, and I will just dig them out as and when I want them, and then I can just simply cut around them, and hey presto, there's my shape, dead easy peasy. No messing about with my ruler and my pencil and getting the right shape. So hopefully a little tip for you there. So I am going to cut out my backing. So let's cut out the backing for the card. Oh, I tell you what I'm just going to do. Bear with me a minute. I think I might just put a bit of instrumental worship music on in the background, so you don't get me singing in the background while I'm cutting and things like that, because my singing skills are not the best. So let me just click that and play. Turn the sound up. It should be playing. Ah, there we go. Can you hear it? Hopefully you can hear it now. I'll just turn it up a teeny bit more just in case you can't. There we go. So if I start singing in the background, you might all need hearing aids. So I'm just going to simply cut around my square template, as you can see. Like I say, easy peasy, no messing about with my rulers and that. Every time I want to cut this size shape, I just get my template and hey presto. And then this is the next size template, so I'll cut it out. So what you will need to do is, obviously you will need to size your templates to fit your card that you're using. Now the size card I have got, I believe, is an 8" times 8" card. I will just double check that with my ruler just to make sure I'm not giving you false information. I am giving you false information. It's 6" by 6 inches. So obviously I have created a square backing for my card that I am happy with, that leaves it a nice little border around the edge of the card. So you will need to create your own size square backing. I won't know what size card you're going to go for, so it'll be a bit hard to tell you, but obviously, you know, when you're looking at sizing it, just make sure you size it so you leave a nice little border of the card to be seen. So then obviously that's going to go there, and then that is going to go on there. So for my squares, what I have done is I have done 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters, then 11 centimeters by 11 centimeters, just so you know. So let me pop that up there, pop that up there. And then I have got my circle templates. And how did I create my circle templates? I didn't have a compass, so all I did was just maybe another little tip for you is I took some sellotape. It's obviously a large one. This is a fragile one. You can get your brown sellotape or whatever, and obviously draw around it on the outside for the larger circle. Then I drew around it on the inside for the smaller circle, to save me thinking, what can I draw around to get two circles that are going to be the size I want. I thought I would do that, and that worked great. So, but obviously you can use a compass or something like that if you want to, completely up to you, but a roller sellotape is just as good. So let's cut around. So I'm using this dark blue backing for my large circle. turn it down a bit now. Sometimes my music, I don't know about you, you're listening to some music and 1 minute it is quiet and then the next minute it's really loud. It's confusing me. I think it's because it's like soaking music that I'm listening to. So obviously it has different tempos throughout it. It's like 3 hours long, this so obviously it changes tempo during that time. So obviously when you're cutting out your shapes, don't worry if they're not cut perfectly neat, because obviously when it's got rough edges, that gives it a bit of character, and it is of course handmade, and so you want your stuff to look a bit rough around the edges, because as I say, that's what gives it a bit of character. It shows that it's been handmade by you with love and care. So don't worry if some of your circles or your squares look a bit wobbly when you cut them. It just adds some uniqueness to your card. I couldn't think of my word then. It just vanished. I was gone then for a few seconds, wasn't I? Oh dear, what am I like? Right, so there we go. So that will be my smaller circle. I'm going to pop that on there. Right, and just try and keep things tidied out the way, so as I show you what I'm doing, you can hopefully see. Right, so my next step then is to stick that down. So I am just going to use a normal glue stick to stick down the square, the backing and stuff. So obviously make sure you put plenty of glue on because you don't want it coming unstuck. So lots of glue, get glue happy, lots and lots and lots of glue. Just so make sure you do around the edges so it doesn't flick up or anything like that. And then obviously you want to get it as in the center as possible. I'm hoping for the best because using my iPhone is above me and it's right by my eyes, so I can't like put my head forward or lean forward too much, otherwise I'd headbutt the camera or the phone, because it's my phone. I would headbutt it and then you'd all start swaying and feel like you're on like a pirate ship or something. So right, so that's that. I'm just going to put lots of glue on this one as well. Plenty of glue. So as you can see, this is really such a very easy process. It is not so hard. When people look at some things, they think, oh, that would be too hard to make. But sometimes you don't realise actually how, you know, some things are just, you know, quite easy to do. They just, because people make them look so good, they look hard to do. So I'm hoping this video will encourage people that, oh, I could do that, and you can like just have lots of fun, you know, creating something special for somebody, to encourage them and inspire them and stuff like that. Lots of glue. I like lots of glue. And you know, another thing, as you enjoy creating, let me just make sure I've got it. Yeah. As you enjoy creating something like this, you know, you can enjoy soaking with God and, you know, praying over, you know, what you're going to, obviously this one has got a Bible verse on it, so whatever Bible verse you think you're going to choose to put on your card, you can enjoy, you know, soaking on that verse and chatting to God about that verse and stuff like that. You know, asking him, I mean, if, like I'm going to give this to a friend for Happy Mail, you can ask God, you know, what could I say to this person to encourage them? You know, ask God to give you some words of wisdom for them or something like that, you know, to encourage them, you know. But you can also be praying for them and lifting them up to God and things like that. So, you know, when you create something like this, you know, think of those different things you can do as well. It's not just about the creating, it's about, you can spend some time with God and, you know, in prayer and soaking and just connecting with him in his presence. So hopefully that encourages you as well. So obviously I've stuck my circles on, stuck everything on, and I've stuck my circles on. Now you can see I have stuck my circles to the edge of where the squares come in, because I kind of want to leave that side there with a little bit off for sticking my little bits of flowers on, or you can use something else if you like. I'm going to choose some flowers. So obviously again, you can get many different embellishments, I can't say that, from craft stores. I'm going to skip that word because I just sometimes can't say some words. So obviously I've got some nice pink and purple ones here. I've got some blue ones like this. I've got a whole little pack full purple. You know, you can get these from your local craft stores. You know, you might be able to find butterfly ones and things like that. Just have a look around as well. What have you got in your cupboards? I mean, quite often we've got lots of stuff in our cupboards, and you know, go and raid your cupboards. So I've had all this stuff laying around for quite some time. So I'm going to take some flowers. And I'm not going to stick them down yet. I'm just going to have a little play because I'm going to stamp my verse on there in a minute. So these are, as you can see, some different like shaped flowers. So I might do so that one's that one, and I might then put that one and that one. I think I might, I think I'm going to stick more because they're smaller than the ones I used earlier on. I'm going to stick a few more. I think I might go for, I think I might have it looking like that. I quite like that. So I think I'm just going to go for those ones. So bear with me while I keep things nice and organised. I don't know about you, when I craft I normally make such a huge mess that I'm trying to be better at being organised. So how am I going to put my little Bible verse onto my card? Well, I am blessed to have some lovely Bible journaling stamps that I was blessed to be given and swapped with and things like that. So I'm going to use some of them to make my wording. So I'm going to take this one out and I'm going to choose Pray Without Ceasing. And obviously I'm just going to pop that onto my acrylic block. And I'm going to use some black ink stamp ink even. Oh my goodness, my words back to front then. Nobody noticed. You didn't notice, did you? Do not laugh. It's okay, you can comment in the comments if you laughed. So obviously just get your ink stamp and stamp it on your ink and get plenty of ink on it. I keep checking. I think this one's quite old, so I think I need to get a new one. So I'm quite happy there's enough ink on there. So I'm just going to move things out the way because obviously I want to get that in the middle like so. And I'm just going to press it down. Do not wiggle it about, just give it a really firm press down and hold it on firmly for a few seconds. Lift it up. And that is brilliant. Obviously I find when you wiggle it about, sometimes you might accidentally move it and then you smudge the design. So let's move that out the way. So what I'm going to do now is just replace my flowers and see where I want them. And I'm going to stick them down. Now to stick them down, I want something a bit stronger than super glue. Sticky stick glue, so I'm going to use some super glue. Now this is a new pack of super glue, so this could get very messy. So I've got some tissue because obviously you know, whenever you use super glue, just a little tiny squeeze and it all comes oozing out everywhere, unless it's just me. So I've got a tissue ready and we're going to hope for the best, people. Are you ready? So I'm going to squeeze it very lightly. I'm mostly going to squeeze so lightly we're going to be here all night. No, not really. See what I mean? It just comes like flying out. I'm going to pop it on my tissue there. Right, so I want this one here. Ooh, I'm squeezing it so gently because I don't want it to come like everywhere. I'll pop that one on there. And ooh, see what I mean? It's coming out everywhere. Ah, help! I'm being attacked by super glue. So I'm just going to rub that on there because I think that was enough to do too. Bear with me. It's starting to stick to my fingers. Obviously I am rushing a little bit here, so I'm not taking too long in the video, but obviously take your time. You don't have to rush this process. I'm just always aware that my videos, I yab on, don't I? Yabba 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 yabba. And but hopefully you're encouraged by my yabbering. So there we go. Oh, I'm really liking this. This is really beautiful. Sorry, I absolutely, those of you who know me know that my favourite colour is blue. So I'm absolutely loving the blues on this. I think it's looking gorgeous. So that is that. And then what I want to do, as you can see, I've added some little sparkles there. Now I'm just going to have a think. So obviously, you know, have a dig through your craft stuff, see what you can find and what you have and what you can use. I don't know what I might actually. I'm just going to have a little experiment because I hadn't quite thought this part out. Well, I have, but I haven't. I'm wondering whether these white flowers might just look nice. Now these white flowers come with these little self-adhesive things on, but I'm just pulling them off because I want to stick them straight onto the card. I quite like that. I think the white just pops a little bit and I think it looks beautiful. So I might spread them out just like that. I quite like that. So I'm going to go with that. Here we go with the super glue again. Super glue. You know, sometimes I'm doing quite well actually. I'm quite impressed that I haven't like stuck it to myself or something like that. I don't often get the super glue out because it is very messy. That looks like there's enough for 2 on there. So I'm just going to wipe it off. Oh, I quite like that. I think that looks really beautiful. Oh, I'm happy. So that is that. So let me just move that back over there. Or I'll just move it out of the way. Wipe the super glue off so it doesn't get all clogged up when I shut it. And put it back on. Right, so then I am just going to take some more little crafty embellishments. Oh, I can't say the word tonight. Crafty bits. Embellishments. Oh, I just want to sit and laugh at myself right now. Right, and you can buy these again from your local craft stores. I'm saying the wrong word. I've said the wrong word twice now. Oh dear. Right, so yeah, you can buy these in your local craft stores and things like that, dead cheap as well. I'm going to use some of these lovely blue ones I've got. I can't stop laughing at myself that I've said the wrong word twice. Oh, never mind. Sometimes we have moments like that, and I'm just going to pop them on the corners like that. You see, maybe I'm going to have a little test and see who can let me know what word I said wrong twice. Leave it in the comments, please. There we go. And that is my finished card. So there we go. As you can see, really simple, really easy to do, lots of fun to do as well. And yeah, and I will also use this one to send as a Happy Mail gift, or you can give it to someone who's being baptized, or you know, something like that. Or if you just feel it doesn't even have to be for an occasion, you can just send it to somebody just because you want to bless them. So you know, just hopefully this has encouraged you and given you some good ideas, and just giving you a tip on something you can enjoy making and having fun doing as well. So yeah, as I come to an end here, I will say, if you do try and make some cards like this, please do come and share them with me on the Bless It Forward Ministries Facebook page, or come and join us in our Bless It Forward Bible journaling community, and share them there. You know, that is such an amazing group full of amazing women from all over the world, you know, and we love to just share our crafty, you know, Bible journaling, things like this we make. You know, come and share them with us. Let me see what you've made, and you know, I love seeing what other people make. So come and join us. You can find all the links to where you can find me in the bottom of this video description. So look them up. But yeah, I'll say goodbye, take care, and God bless. Shh, don't laugh at the words I said wrong twice.